Morning again, tubers. This is day 3 in a row at Winding River Park. Like I said yesterday, I made my mind up. I'm going to catch some fish here. I caught a bass yesterday. Finally, a 1-pound bass. You've probably already seen it in the video by now. So I'm back here to catch more. Now it's going to be rougher right now because where I caught the one yesterday is in bright sunlight. So that means they are somewhere else. So let me try right there. There's a bit of a breeze today, pushing in there. So I'm gonna guess there might be on that point right there. So let me park it right here, drop anchor, and put a few casts in there and see what we got. I'll tell you a funny thing about fishing. You got this little voice in your head that tells you this is not fun. It's not worth it. Why am I doing this? Fishing is a lot like golf. One day you got it, and you think you got all the answers, and the next day you get kicked in the teeth. And then you finally catch a nice fish, and you're like the happiest person in the world. So that was me yesterday. I was ready to hang it up. My bait caster was annoying the heck out of me. The ultralight was getting stuck in all the branches and the trees. And then I caught a fish. And now I'm happy as a lark again. Funny, life is that way too. I took somebody's advice yesterday. When I wanted to quit, I have to give props to John B. You know, these guys, they call themselves the Guggen Squad, and there's a couple other guys that I consider my mentors, even though I've never met them and they've barely spoken but 2 words of text to me on the YouTube channel. Guys like John B. and Andrew Flair and Fluke Master and yes, even Perrick and Lunkers TV. And I know I'm leaving some people out. Well, John B. has this saying. He puts it at the end of his videos. I don't know if he always did it, but it says never stop fishing. So that was ringing in my head. And so I said, okay, let me do some more casts. And that's all it takes, is a few more casts. Down there is where I caught the bass yesterday. Right in that slop in the corner. So I may come back later and fish tonight. Alright, it's hooked in there pretty good now. That means I got a paddle in there. You're not exactly being stealthy, Ben. Even that area is not completely out of the sun. Today could be a rough day, Ben. Like I was saying before, so you guys, Guggen Squad, Fluke Master, you guys, you don't know what you've done for us. I've been doing this 16 months, and I hated freshwater fishing. Between the guys at Macho Yak TV and you guys, you've turned me into somewhat of a fisherman, and I thank you for it from the bottom of my heart. And that's something tugging on it. Now what I'm doing is I'm casting into the shade. You're supposed to fish a Senko slowly, most of the time, I guess. What I'm doing is I'm casting in the shade, and once I get it out in the sun, I'm reeling it in. This water's too shallow and too warm for the fish to be sitting out in the sun, I'm guessing. So they're in the shade somewhere. So once I see I've got my bait out in the sun, I'm pulling it in. That is the trick with this lake. You gotta find where they hide. I guess that's true of any lake. If you're going to fish in the summertime, You gotta find where they're, I know there's fish in here. I caught one yesterday. I've seen a bunch of them. You gotta find where they congregate when it's really hot and figure out what you can throw them that they'll like. I got a hit already. Or I got a branch, one or the other. There's the koi, see it? Right there? That's a big fish. That's a big fish. That is a really big fish. Holy crap. Look at that baby. Two pounds, 10 ounces. I don't know if you could see that, but that's a big fish. Awesome, baby. That's what I'm talking about. That's why I'm here. I found him. He was down in that corner, and I got him. That was a nice fish. Okay, it's 2 in 2 days, both on a Senko. That's the personal best of any fish that I have a record of catching. I did not get a weight on 2 fish that I think that were bigger than that. 40 minutes in, I get one that's 2 pounds, 10 ounces. That could be my best largemouth. I think the smallmouth was bigger, but I don't have enough weight on them, so I have to say this is my personal best. I think it's time to bag it.